What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Nightwing, issue number 98. This is the introduction to Nite-Mite, the fifth dimensional imp that has now attached himself to Nightwing. Now, this issue in particular, it doesn't really connect to everything that is ongoing. I will say that there are very loose connections to Blockbuster. We do learn some secrets of how Blockbuster came to be, how he came into power. Most recently, what we had seen is Blockbuster was taken out of the picture. Heartless had taken his heart. In the 2022 annual of Nightwing, we saw that Heartless needed this heart so that all of his more or less enhancements, having robotic arms, so on and so forth, they needed a power source, if you will, that was strong enough to be able to keep him going. With Blockbuster having an oversized heart, having the heart of a giant, it's going to change the whole game. But before Nightwing can go and deal with all of this, he has to deal with Nite-Mite. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you are liking these videos. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so we are picking up in the Gotham Woods, with Nightwing and Oracle currently having our mob boss under their protection. A car had randomly showed up. The person in the inside of this cab was none other than Rick Grayson. Nightwing seeing this guy face to face, he's trying to figure out what is going on, telling him that he doesn't know who he is, but he can't be here with that face. And so with that, we see the transformation, the ponytail mullet version of Nightwing. At this point, Nightwing has no idea what is going on, asking who this is and why this is happening. The mysterious individual goes on to say that he is his biggest fan. And while this doesn't clear anything up, we see the final transformation, introducing himself as Nite-Mite. Nightwing knowing exactly what this means. He has himself a fifth dimensional imp. With Nite-Mite, it's static that he is finally meeting his hero. Nightwing tries to let him know that this is not a good time, with Oracle coming up and just laughing at Nightwing because he has himself an imp. Of course, Nite-Mite, he makes sure to let it be known that he prefers Nightwing with Starfire. He also goes on to say that they have been doing a will they won't they for quite some time, and while they have very clearly settled on yes they will, he wants to move this a little bit faster. In the blink of an eye, we see the entirety of the Bat family, members of the Justice League, and we have Nightwing and Oracle who are getting ready to be married. Both Oracle and Nightwing saying no, not yet at least. Batman making the observation that Nightwing has developed an imp, but he is also saying that he doesn't have time for this. He had just been dealing with a triple homicide. With the snap of his fingers, everybody is out of here. This is when Nite-Mite tells them that they need to get out of here, that they're running out of time because something is about to go down in Bloodhaven. That is the whole reason that Nite-Mite is even here to begin with. This is when Nite-Mite informs us of what Blockbuster has been up to for all of these years. You see, many years ago, Blockbuster made a deal with the devil, more specifically, Neron. He asked for greater intellect. To do this, he sold his soul. At some point in time, Blockbuster decided that he was going to renegotiate his deal. To do this, he sold someone else's soul, the soul of his firstborn child, a young girl by the name of Olivia. Now with Blockbuster gone, Neron is coming to collect. He is sending his horde of demons from hell to capture this little girl. This is when Nightwing asks Nite-Mite, why don't you do something about it? You have the power to alter reality. But of course, like most imps, he says that he is not a hero like Nightwing, and to further, he cannot get involved. At least not directly. Neron is pretty serious when it comes to his souls. A war between the underworld and the fifth dimension. This could be something that ends very badly. But what he can do is give an upgrade to Nightwing's weapons. This isn't going to kill the demons, but what it will do is send them back to the underworld. All he has to do when the time comes is speak the phrase of power, with Nite-Mite whispering those words to him. Nightwing really does want the words to be something else, saying that they don't have time to mess around or change it, that he has to get going. But he will have a companion in this fight. That companion is Bitewing. Fully suited up and able to talk, our two heroes make their way to Little Olivia. It doesn't take long for them to find the demon horde, getting ready to take the girl. The demons letting him know that this soul belongs to Neron. Nightwing begging the demon not to make him say the phrase of power, not because it's going to hurt them, but because he is truly embarrassed to say it. Speaking into his sticks, that's when he says, "Nightwing is awesome." Imbued with this power, he begins laying down the hate, one demon at a time, taking them out, sending them back to the underworld, with the last demon holding on to Olivia, saying that he will break her to pieces. But this is where we see little Olivia. She has her own powers as well, being the daughter of Blockbuster. She knocks this demon straight out of the building. With Olivia being saved, we pick up a little bit later. Sitting on a rooftop, we have Raven, who has shown up because Nightwing wants to try to hide her from hell. If anybody is capable of doing such things, it is Raven. With Olivia thanking Bitewing and Nightwing, Nightwing does stop them and says, "Before you go, you should know that Nite-Mite, he is the whole reason that I am even here. He is the one that knew you were in danger. That today, Nite-Mite is also a hero." Olivia hugging the fifth dimensional imp as they disappear. This is when Nightwing, he makes the observation that Nite-Mite, he's not like the other imps. He has seen how annoying that Bite-Mite can be. Mickey Mixelplix, Mr. Mixelplix. He has seen that these guys, they make it much harder for our heroes to do their jobs. He has been watching Nightwing for years. And so in this time, he has tried to learn a thing or two. He does ask Nite-Mite what your real name is, with Nightwing telling him that Nightwing, it shouldn't be Nite-Mite's entire identity. That will only build up just truly impossible expectations. Eventually, Nightwing is not going to live up to them, saying that it's okay to be a fan, but he shouldn't put Nightwing or anybody else on that big of a pedestal. With Dick Grayson making his introduction, we learn that Nite-Mite's true name is Dixel, with Nite-Mite going on to say that this is the biggest moment of his life. But there is also something that they need to discuss. This city is going to need a new Blockbuster, and he believes that that could be Nightwing, but not in a criminal empire, violence, corruption kind of way. He is talking more about Nightwing being able to step up and fill that power vacuum, not with corruption and violence, but with change and love. With Nite-Mite saying that there is a hole in this city, there is a hole in this world, and he truly believes that Nightwing will be the one to fill it. And when he asks why, he says because Nightwing is awesome. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, I've never been a huge fan of fifth dimensional imps, but this one's not bad. I'm gonna give it to him. Nite-Mite is not that bad. And I will say, if anything, this shows that Nightwing is becoming the hero that he is meant to be. If you can, like Batman said, develop an imp, I think that's kind of a sign that you have made it, that you are in the major league. It's a sign of growth, that Nightwing is becoming the man that he has always wanted to be. He is becoming his own hero, finding his own true identity outside of Batman. At this point, everything is coming up Dick Grayson. Him and Oracle, their relationship is thriving. He's living life, he's helping people, he's being a hero. He adopted Haley, aka Bitewing. He's got all these things going on for him, with Nightwing going through so much through all of these years. It's nice to see that Nightwing is finally getting everything that is owed to him, everything that is due to him. That's not to say that more trauma and turmoil may not be in his future, but right now, Dick Grayson is on top of the world. And it's also nice to see a fifth dimensional imp that is not just causing mayhem and trouble. If you guys followed Dark Crisis Young Justice, you saw the son of Mr. Mixelplix. And Mickey is just a douchebag of the highest order. It's nice to see that Nite-Mite is almost a complete opposite of that. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with Tom Taylor's Nightwing, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on the entirety of this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do that, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.